Yeah, so I do think, like, with Edge showing up and telling Christian to go find himself.
Yeah, instead of go fuck himself.
I thought that's what he was going to tell him, too. I was hoping he was going to come back with long hair for some reason.
Same.
But I do think that they are going to do a tag team run.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it can't be the Brood. I do want to see some bloodbath happen.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be amazing. But the new tag team name, like, it can't be Koffin Christian, because then if that's the case, Christian has to go back to being Captain Charisma, and I may have to fight him. And Christian's already mad at me for what I did to him at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So...
Wait, explain that.
Oh, I never told you that?
No, you did, but...
Oh, so I met Christian at Comic-Con a few years ago, C2E2, and I walked up to him, and it was the day before WrestleMania, like night 4 or whatever it was, when Edge faced Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And I walked up to him, and I had already taken a picture with him. And so he, like, remembered my name, and I was like, oh my God, Christian remembered my name. So he was like, hey man, he signed my figure. And while he's signing my figure, I said, hey, if you show up tomorrow to help Edge, can you wear the Willy Wonka sunglasses you had when you were the Europeans champion? Christian pauses, looks up at me with this shitty face and goes, after this I'm going fucking home. And I said, thanks Christian, bye. But I do
Priceless.
think, so like, it won't happen, but it'd be great marketing and a great callback to Edge and Christian if their new tag team name was called the Subway Perverts.
Yeah.
But for anybody listening, you probably have no idea what's going on. So welcome to the Koffin Click. Today it is just me, Jeff, and
Justin.
And
Vilkeman.
And our third isn't a third. He has a name, Jeff. Damn it.
Yeah. It's a wonderful name, since that's what he always does.
I should have just edited it in like past episodes, just his responses to things. Yeah. Not the same movies. Juan isn't here with us this week. He wanted to be. Trust me. We miss you, buddy.
Yeah, we do miss you.
So this week, a little bit of a shorter video, maybe.
Yeah, a truncated episode, as it were.
I could not have done this again, by the way. I picked 2 found footage films only because a few years ago I heard somebody say that these were good movies. They were right, but I couldn't have just pulled this out of my ass, man. This was. We're just gonna get into it.
It just worked out, bruh. It's cool.
So, we watched VHS, the first one.
The original or whatever.
And then we watched Hell House LLC. VHS came out October 5th, 2012, and it stars Calvin Lee Reeder, Lane Hughes, and Adam Wingward. It was written by a bunch of people. Brad Miska, Simon Barrett, and David Bruckner. And then it was directed by Matt Bettinelli, Olpin, and David Buckner and Tyler Gillett. VHS is comprised of 5 separate short stories that get played throughout the film through VHS tapes. He said the name of the movie. Again, hence the name of the movie. And I, like last week, had not seen any of the Slumber Party movies. I hadn't seen either of these.
Yeah.
And it's funny that we picked, or at least, that we picked 2 movies, and one of them had mini movies in it. So I think we did more homework for ourselves than anything else.
Exactly.
And thoughts on VHS in general until I get into the...
Yeah, no, I mean, it's really cool. I had only seen, like, tiny bits and pieces here and there, just because, like, I don't know, a lot of my past is really spotty with actually being able to just sit down and watch a movie for a long time. So, but no, yeah, it's really great. Like, the fact that it is all these different movies and they're all enthralling in their own damn way. Like, it's crazy. Like, the I Like You demon thingy lady, like... That thing is nuts. And, like, I was just fixated. Like, I couldn't think about shit else for, like, another 20 minutes of that, like, after that had occurred.
Oh, yeah, let's just...
the way she just seems like a weird, like, you know, little goth lady who happened to wear brown or tan instead of black that day. And then that one shot, Jeff, where they're panned in, like, on her during the, you know, shenanigans, as it were. And then they pan in at just the right angle to where you can see she's got these crazy Nosferatu stupid feet. And that's it.
Yep.
And then you're just like, scaly... oh, God, this is not going to go any kind of way at all, is it?
So, Justin definitely led into it. The first one is called Amateur Night, which I learned today has a spin-off film called Siren that came out in 2016.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about that too, yeah.
I have no idea what that is, and I think when Juan comes back, we should watch that. But this one made me the uneasiest out of all of them. And when I get uneasy, for whatever reason, I rub my legs. I don't know why. It's just something I do. I think I did that through this entire little story.
Yeah.
But the one thing I will say about this movie, or at least this tape, is that each one of them deserved what they fucking got.
Yeah.
I had friends like this, at least that mentality.
Yeah.
And I was never a part of anything. I was always at home watching movies like this, or playing video games, you know, music, or whatever I was into, being on my own version of the dark web. But I hated all these dudes. And when I was watching it, and I was like, oh, she's defending herself. Good for her. I am proud of her. What's up with her feet? Why does she have claw? What happened to dude's face? Why is he naked in the bathroom? What is going on? At the times that I either blacked out or blinked or happened to look away for a second is when things would happen. So I had to watch Amateur Night twice. Because, no one wasn't, but anyway, just every time I'd look away, something would happen, and I was going to save this for the end, but because I don't want to repeat myself through each tape, the visual effects of this movie were insane. The tape tracking, the glitchiness effect of, them actually being VHS tapes,
yeah, I
thoroughly enjoyed as being a fan of VHS glitches. That old, and oh my god. I like watching old TCM films because I like to hear the graininess in the background because they don't edit that out.
Yeah.
I enjoyed these little tapes for the audio effects.
Oh, yeah. So, the whole time, if you really hear and listen, it was the same in Hell House too, actually, but we'll get to that. But, you know that weird little, tinfoil creak that a camera makes when you're joggling it around? That shit was in there, prevalent the entire time. I was so happy with that.
The tinfoil creaks, the VHS wobble. So, I watched both these movies with subtitles. The amount of times that I saw a VHS wobble as a sound effect subtitle, I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
I could hear it. Which is crazy to me.
Be kind, rewind, mofos.
I miss those days.
Yeah, I know. Same.
Speaking of which, could you imagine going to Blockbuster? I don't know, renting Hard Target. I don't know why I brought up a Van Damme film, but and popping it in, I get to watch, and then one of these comes up.
Yeah. Somebody taped some hoodoo shit over it. Yeah.
Whose snuff film is this?
Why? What happened? I just wanted to watch Shao Kahn.
This isn't what Hard Target means. Anyway. But yeah, I hated this one the most. So the second tape, is called Second Honeymoon. This one made me uneasy for different reasons. I absolutely hate scenes when people are being watched, filmed without them knowing it. That I know it has a term, I know it has a name, I can't think of it right now.
Voyeur? Well, no, because voyeur is hiding away from it.
But
so what's the other?
Stalking, I don't know. It creeps me out.
Yeah.
It makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
And there's a book I read recently called The Butcher and the Wren, and I'll link it down.
Butcher and the what? Sorry.
The Butcher and the Wren.
Oh, okay.
It's an amazing book. I'm not going to say the author's name because I'm going to butcher her last name, But there's a chapter in that book.
Well, first name and then Google parse.
Yeah. I'll link it in the description.
For people, I mean,
Oh, no, that's a good idea. Like I said, I'll link it. Because everybody should read this book at least once. And she has a sequel coming up. But anyway.
Nice.
There's a chapter in the book where she describes the killer going through this person's house. Reading it made me uneasy.
Yeah.
So I hate shit like that.
Yeah.
What do you think of Second Honeymoon?
Definitely interesting. Was it just me, or was like the camera like tilted or like out of focus or something the entire time?
So,
but it was still clear enough to be creeped out by like what you're saying.
My OCD, through any one of these films, like both VHS and Hell House, anytime that camera was slightly crooked or just out of frame, it annoyed me.
Yeah.
It was like, can you, but again, I understand the reason for it, but I'm like, can you just fix the frame? Just center it.
Yeah, just center it, yeah.
Why is it off camera that he's talking to the girl at the door? Why?
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's why. But, and again, I'll say this for all of them, the practical effects just for, like, the kills was amazing. And I'm mad that Juan isn't here this time.
Yeah.
Because I think he would have had fun with his kill count. Because I sure shit didn't keep count this time. I thought about it when you texted me that you were here. I was like, oh, I'm not watching all this again. But Second Honeymoon, like I said, made me uneasy, but it wasn't bad. The next one, tape 3, and the little interludes to bring these tapes in, that background story, that subplot was kind of nuts.
Yeah.
The third tape is called Tuesday the 17th. And oh look, Justin, another kill fest in a forest. My son is shirtless for some reason.
Yeah.
This one was more in my wheelhouse, and I really enjoyed the girl that was like, hey, my friends died here a few years ago. What? You're joking. No, I'm serious. And then homeboy was like, oh my god, you're really serious, aren't you? She's like, yeah. Oh, you're gonna die. You're bait. Ha ha ha. And then Glitchy Slender Man shows up and it ended. I was like, what? The fuck was this?
Well, you were just talking about the bad edits and stuff in tape footage. That was another one. Hit the whole character was that. That's pretty cool too, you know?
Like, I legit thought it was somebody else, like, in that outfit. Or, like, that the glitch was supposed to be somebody else. But no, it was just creepy Slenderman. Anything on that one for you?
Which one, sorry?
Tuesday the 17th, the one where they go to the forest and everybody dies.
Yeah.
It was just Lance Archer's theme. Everybody dies.
Yeah, exactly. It was. No, just the main dude. Like, why do you exist like this? Like, what?
He reminded me of Dylan from She Came from the Woods, just horny.
Yeah, exactly.
For whatever reason that was.
Yeah.
And not even like 80s horny, just Chad horny. Like, it kind of annoyed me.
Like Uber over Chad horny. Like too much. Like why are you doing this, sir?
You told me that it was supposed to be you and me, but you told her that it was just supposed to be a girls' weekend. What's going on?
Yeah.
Didn't matter in the end, did it, buddy?
Yeah.
So the next tape 4, was the sick thing that happened to Emily when she was younger. And if the first 2 made me uneasy, this one overloaded me. This ticked every box that freaks me out. And I want that doctor to die. Again, the twist was fucked up, but the creepiness of, yeah, I'm a doctor. It's okay. We're taking video calls. We're doing WebMD. Baby, I love you. Ha ha. This, that, and the other. That. So, I also have an issue with self-inflicting. this was going to come out eventually. I am a suicide survivor.
Oh yeah, brother.
I won't go.
Glad you're here, dog. To this day, always will be.
Thank you. I won't go into it, but anything that has self-mutilation in it, even if it's for
like horror, dramatic effect, yeah.
Not even that. Just out of plain curiosity to get something out of your skin.
Yeah.
So, and the other thing that like my other like tick box is small white children, because I hate Children of the Corn for that purpose.
Yeah.
So yeah, all of that combined with a shitty villain, bad guy.
Yeah.
This one I hated in a good way.
Yeah, same.
And then I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Again, if you haven't seen these, spoiler alert, when he made it look like an accident for what he did to her, I wanted to jump through my phone to beat that man's ass.
Yeah. So I don't think I was hallucinating during that part. He was like claiming that he was like an army doctor, right, or some shit.
It's some sort of doctor.
Yeah.
And all of his colleagues were apparently on it.
I'm pretty sure he was claiming that he was an army doctor, and it was driving me insane. Like, no, I had terrible, terrible army doctors when I was still active duty, but they're not even that damn bad. Stop this shit.
I would have welcomed the alien baby at that point. You know what I mean? Like. Also, for anybody watching this, and on everything that we're on, it's 18 plus, so I made sure of that. Just as a warning, there's a lot of nudity in this.
Yeah.
In all of these that I was not expecting to see. I mean, in the first like 3 minutes of the movie, it's kind of suggested that there's going to be a lot of nudity because of what they did, but I was like, why? I hated this one. I should have been going back and forth at these. So the last one was called 10/31/98, the one with the haunted house. What'd you think?
I mean, it was still good. I don't know. It kind of felt like the slightly weakest one, but not by much.
Right. I feel the same way. I don't really have much to say about it. It was good. Had a fucked up ending.
Yeah.
I did, however, find out in my notes, I couldn't really find a lot of like trivia or like background info on this, except for all of these, the director went to his friends and was like, give me your best pitches for a movie. And they all sent in these videos. And that is what he put up.
Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the only thing I'll say about this one is it's the one that it's the horrible concept that I would have been involved in. I would have gone back to try and save her and probably died. That's just me. But yeah, this one.
Well, me and my old bros were never that damn stupid frat broy, so. True.
But I'd be the one to be like, oh, this is some Resident Evil shit going on. We should go back and get her. Overall, all of these little short films, I enjoyed this anthology. And again, I couldn't have. When we were talking last week, what are we going to watch? Because Juan's not here. Let's watch VHS. Had I known there was 5 movies in one, I'd have been like, oh, let's just do the first 2 VHSs. But I'm going to be honest, though. I think the real reason why the Haunted House one didn't mess with me is because I had watched Hell House before this and went, that is a cakewalk compared to what happened here. So,
yeah.
We like changing things up every week. Oh, by the way, this is episode 4. I don't know if I said that. I'm stoked for this anyway, that we're doing this. We have the same amount of episodes as we have YouTube subscribers.
Yeah.
By the way, meant to mention this last week. I don't think I did. I quickly edit these, by the way, so if we can get to 100 YouTube subscribers by Halloween, we'll come up something. We'll come up with something for everybody. So maybe the first piece of merch, maybe a live Koffin Click podcast. So, like I said, some merch maybe, a not live action, not animated, a live special, maybe a Halloween special, hint, hint, or some videos of us not doing anything that happened in any of these, but maybe some,
I mean, I've bashed stuff with some baseball bats in the past.
yeah. But no, just maybe some live footage of us doing the podcast. But yeah, at least 100 subscribers by Halloween, I think would be a nice touch for us. I'm just gonna give this 4 coffins. It was enjoyable. I enjoyed creepypastas. Each story felt like it could have been its own creepypasta.
Yeah.
It could well possibly be its own. Shout out Mr. Creepypasta. Not affiliated, just love you.
Yeah, right.
For my Halloween we watch, like just out of like all the movies they put on during the month of October, this might be on for background noise, and I will forget that it's on. I enjoyed it. I now have to watch the other ones. What about you?
I'm gonna go up a little more and do 4.5, and that is literally only because my wife's best friend says this is like one of her best guilty pleasures there is, out of horror at least. So, and I can, like we said earlier, I can see that. So, yeah, I'm gonna
Nikki,
go
right?
4.5 coffins. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you and your Meltzer ratings. 4 3/4
And then,
stars.
Then as a kind of a cap thing on this, who'd you say the main director guy was?
There were 3.
Okay, well, all 3 of them. I see you with your heavily inspired by Clockwork for everything, Clockwork Orange, by everything that wasn't a mini movie. Very nice. minus the Uber rape. It was just just Clockwork. But I can respect it. It was its own thing, but it was just making me trip out with slight happiness. Like, oh, so they just did Clockwork Orange with a bunch of tiny movies in it. Cool.
And like this collection of stories made me realize that I'm more into and I've known this about myself for a long time, that I'm more into gore heavy things, like more blood and things like that. And this had gore, but in a uneasy way.
Yeah.
So
they don't just shove it at you; they make it the subtle.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the word. That describes both of these movies. Subtle, and I hated it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into the next one. Like I said, only 2 movies. Table for 2, haha. Just the 2 of us this
instead
time.
of a table for 3 like most weeks.
We did Hell House LLC, which came out October 16th, 2015.
Was this a Shudder-like original?
I don't know. I think so.
I don't know what else was before Shudder or anything.
I couldn't find it on Shudder, and I feel like that when I had Shudder a few years ago, or like a year ago, I felt like Hell House was a whole series on there. Now I think they're all on Hulu.
Yeah.
Also, I meant to do this the very first episode, not sponsored by any of these, but Hell House LLC is free if you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, because that's where I watched it.
And VHS, at least the first one, the one that came out in 2012, is on Hulu. And I think Tubi and a few other places. So if you have those and you want to watch these, that's where they're at.
Yeah, that's actually good. You can shout those out probably every time.
So yeah, Hell House LLC starred Gore Abrams. That's a dope name. Anyway,
And actually, sorry, the other thing with the shouting out where it's at is maybe if people want to watch it after they heard us sit here and go goofy about it, it would be even better for them just to think about what we were saying while they're watching this shit.
Or wait till you find out what movies we're watching, go watch it, and then come back to the pod and then see if you agree or disagree with it. Probably disagree with us, but so yeah, this Hell House starred Gore Abrams, Alice Bahike, and then Dan Bellany. Was that the guy from the other? No, it was not. Never mind. I've been like, whoa. And it
there is a lot of B names in the world, so.
A lot of people. And then this was both written and directed by Stephen Gennady. And my only like hardcore note about this film,
I seen it. He wrote it in like 72-point font with like 7 exclamation points.
I did, and I think I'm going to talk about that more than this actual movie. Fuck haunted houses. This is the main reason why I don't do them. I have worked in haunted houses. I have designed rooms for haunted houses. I've been in haunted houses, like dressed up as a character. I am okay with that. And if you want to be like, oh, you can scare people, but you can't take it. No, I can't. So anyway.
Well, you can also say the other bit of it for that, instead of just everyone assuming that you can't take it or whatever.
I mean, I've watched many movies that I have not seen recently, or at all, in these 4 episodes. I don't mind being scared. But I would rather be scared at home watching a movie. I don't need to walk through a haunted house, mind you, that I paid money for, to get jump scared. Like, I can't do the physicality of it. And I don't know if it's because of my anxiety or like my past or just stuff in general. Fuck haunted houses.
Yeah.
Now, as for this movie, on the other hand, I thoroughly enjoyed it. What made me give this a little bit of a higher rating than VHS is the pacing to this movie.
Yeah, the pacing is really damn good.
I, again, enjoyed the, and again...
I like the curve up the climaxing, too.
Yes.
It was really good, too.
The, like, them getting to the haunted house, them messing, like...
Because, like, I like when this stuff can do, like, that tiny little down peak for, like, downtime. Like, oh, hey, nothing's happening.
And then immediately, just satanic cult right through the door.
Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of the movies, the problem is they do that peak down for, like, a good-ass amount of time, and it's almost like you're out of it.
Yeah.
And then it wraps up again.
It's like, oh wait, this is supposed to be a scary movie. We gotta pick things up here. The only thing that I like story-wise didn't like about this movie is that if the man you picked up at the gas station down the street from the haunted house that you drove to is cross-eyed, don't let him work in your haunted house.
And don't let him protect the actress you spent the most money on or whatever, like they were talking about.
I can't remember the guy's name, and I feel
Joey.
bad about that. Was that the big dude?
I think so.
Okay.
Or no, that might have been one of the characters from VHS.
It may have been.
Never mind.
Somebody. I can't remember his name. My bad. But I saw him and went, well, if there's going to be a killer in this movie that somebody went crazy, I'm sure it's going to be that man.
Yeah, that guy.
Wasn't, but that man was a good indicator of things.
Although he did run away when all the shit majorly popped off, so maybe he was doing something.
I would have too.
Maybe he did turn around and do something. You don't know.
I wouldn't have been in that house long, I'll tell you that much. So the scene that freaked me out the most goes back to what I hated about VHS. And when, I think it's Paul, when he's on his bed and he's doing like the video diary.
Yeah.
And he thinks that, I don't know, I am so bad. I don't remember anybody's name in this movie.
I think
it's so shitty.
Well, because I was confused partway through anyway. Because I thought Tony was like the pseudo, like, Hispanic-looking guy.
Oh,
and then Paul was like, but it was the other way around. I think Paul was the like slightly Hispanic-looking guy, and
maybe
Mac or whoever was the other like white guy.
So there's Alex, Tony, Joey, and Sam. And Andrew. So Sam, the girl that, that they were with. No, Sarah. The ending to this freaked me out.
That was, I just thought that was cool as hell though.
But
the way they did that, you know.
Not Diane. Diane was the lady who did Melissa. That's what I'm thinking of. When Paul's on his bed and he's talking to the camera about everything, and then that girl walks in.
Yeah.
And he thought it was Melissa. I hated that scene.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, get up. Dude, get up. Get up. There's somebody that's not, I don't know. You see a shadow in your room, like, oh, it's you. And nothing is said. I'm throwing something.
It was so well shot, it might as well been like Marie Antoinette zombie or something. Like, it's just this tall lady just there. Like, what the fuck?
Right. I was like, dude, get up. You know that's not her. She has talked throughout this entire movie, and she's quiet for a minute. No, that's the devil. Get out.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if this is where she got her name from, but if it is, it makes a lot of sense. Every time they said Abaddon,
yeah,
I thought Abaddon from AEW was going to show up.
Yeah. The sad part is I think they released her though or something, or did they just put her to like?
I think she's been wrestling Ring of Honor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if you haven't put two and two together, by the beginning of this episode, me and Justin are wrestling fans. We would have had the same conversation while Juan was here, and he would have been confused to know that Edge and Christian are still working, but in a different company.
Yeah.
And they're not part of the Brood anymore.
Yeah, sadly.
Thinking and begging. Get at me, Gangrel. Anyway, no, I enjoyed the pacing of this movie. I won't say there was really much of a twist until the very end. Because that report, that lady, that documentary lady, she was like, 2C. Man, we don't have a 2C here. There's no Sam Haver.
You mean Sarah Haver? Yeah.
So I was like, Sarah Haver? What? That's crazy. And then you walk in to the Hell House and you see room 2C. I was with the cameraman. I was like, we shouldn't go in. No.
Yeah.
This is too... What? Though I will say, and I'm mad that Juan wasn't here for this.
Yeah.
He would have been all over Hell House.
Yeah.
For nobody locking any of their damn doors. Because they just walked in.
Well, yeah, because Paul just had his door open every time he was video diarying. Like, you're in that damn house in one of the only spooky named towns in New York, and you have your door wide open while you're not paying attention and making a video diary. Like, shame upon you, human. Figure it out.
And I just realized the first two episodes had movies with no locked doors.
Yeah.
The Slumber Camp movies, everybody had their doors locked.
Oh my god, yeah, you're right.
One of the main points main scenes in Little Monsters was keeping the door fucking closed.
Yeah, keep the door locked, yeah.
And Juan's not here. We watch a movie where the doors are open for no reason. I'm making him watch this, even if he doesn't talk about it. So I'm gonna give Hell House LLC 4 coffins because of the pacing, because of them in the beginning, like, oh, all these people were running out of a haunted house because some shit went down, and the amount of times they went down into the basement but never showed it. I was like, because they go down when they get there, they see all the stuff, like the Bibles and the pentagrams and shit.
Also, while you're talking about all that, did they turn actress Melissa into a sinewy rib cage and a skull, basically?
You know what?
Because I couldn't fucking see it.
So
I thought I saw that, but I don't know.
The glitch effect at the end of just somebody running and just the camera just all of that, I enjoyed, because every time I blinked, I was seeing something else, and it was because of the cuts that they did.
Oh, and the camera movement was even better in this freaking movie than it was in VHS.
Yes. Well, remember, VHS came out in 2012. This came out in 2015. They had 3 years to find out how to do shaky cam a little bit better.
Yeah, overall, auditory and visually, yeah. 3 years. That is, yeah.
And they still can't get it right in action films. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, dude, like, slit her throat. And then she became a Deadite from fucking Army of Darkness.
Yeah.
And I had to pause it. I was like,
still hanging there.
Like, right. And I was like, what? What happened? There was... I
didn't even think to pause it. I should have, because I wanted to see if they were continuing the titty trend from VHS. That she just was like a sinewy mess with the titties out still.
That would have been funny if it just would have been skeleton and then boobs.
Yeah.
That would have made Alex happy or whatever. And my wife is looking at me because she did not watch these ones with me, unfortunately. But yeah, yeah, like I said, I gave Hell House 4 Coffins because I now need to see the other ones.
Yeah.
I think there's 2.
No, we'll come up with a week for the sequels to these, probably.
The next time it's you and me, we should just, you know what, as much as I love Juan, that's what we should do. Every time he's out, we just watch the next 2, and like, we just watch the next one in these series.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
and then I can do, on YouTube, I'll just put a super cut together of like every time we talked about these.
Yeah.
It'll be like 6 hours long. What about you for Hell House? I can't even talk.
The design of everything you could see with the found footage was actually really well done. Like the demon dudes towards the end, like I know exactly how much work goes into like making like skull face shit that has all that shading like with depth.
So, not to cut you off, but that entire movie with all the jump scares and then dudes in robes show up at the end. I was like, what, the Scooby-Doo? Like, it made sense.
Yeah.
I get it, but I was just like, oh.
Well, yeah, because the owner of the original ownership of the Abaddon Hotel was that Andy Tully guy or whatever.
Oh, you mean Aleister Crowley? Anyway.
Yeah, They just changed the name, sure. But I thought it was at least clever to come up with a New York State one randomly.
So, again...
Cultist leader, weirdo.
Again, I'm a big wrestling fan. So when they said Tom Tully, I was like, what's Tully Blanchard doing with fucking Haunted House? He's old enough to be in one.
Yeah.
It just could have been him and the Horseman. It would have been fine.
Yeah.
But when they showed, when they did the... So, I'm sorry, what was your rating?
Oh, for Hell House?
Yeah.
I don't know, I gotta think about it for a second. Because, like, it is really good. And, like, it's almost like the whole movie, if you think about it, is almost like David Attenborough for spooky stuff instead of animals. Because, like, they had, like, the little clip-ins of the news and shit. And then, like, the main investigative, like, you know...
Diane?
No. The dude with the handlebar mustache. Who's, like, Giorgio Sulakos from Aliens, except for this case.
You mean Yosemite Sam from Second Honeymoon from VHS?
Yeah. But no, the dude that was like Giorgio Sulakos from Ancient Aliens, except for this case.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
He was that guy for this case.
Oh my
god. The
god.
Fictional case in the movie.
I'm more impressed that you said that man's name right twice, and I couldn't say Maria. I did it again. I can't say her name for anything.
Mariah May is what he's referring to.
But I could.
But now she's like Monroe.
Yeah.
So,
and I can name any Japanese wrestler, not a problem. Her, fuck it up. But yeah, no, I didn't think about that.
And my wife Ellie is Greek, so I know how to say the Greek last name.
You're absolutely right.
Even a Greek stage name, last name, I still understood it at least.
So I watch a lot of serial killer documentaries because what else do you do? You know. So when this one started off, I was like, oh, I know what I'm in for. I know what and I wasn't, but anyway.
Yeah. No idea, but yeah, at the start it sounded great.
I was like, oh, I just watched one of these about like Ted Bundy a couple months ago. This is gonna be. This is not. And again, I enjoy. I never thought I'd be a fan of found footage films.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is like anybody's like, oh, gateway into found footage, because like there's Paranormal Activity, which is a series that we will get to. We just may have to bite the inevitable bullet and watch all 5 and just talk about all of them at once, because I don't want to spend 2 episodes on that.
Well, no, I said like weeks ago, like probably just the first one, and then marked ones because it has the interesting like Hispanic culture vibe to like bend to it. You know?
Yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, we'll just skip around that series. I'm perfectly fine with that. I know the first one flipped me out, but
and then add like a cheap B movie copy to those 2 for that week.
I have a feeling that the B-rated found footage film is going to be scarier than what Paranormal Activity is, because they got to work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the episode. Thank you for chilling with us for 4 episodes in a row. Thank you to everybody on Facebook that has shared this. Thank you to anybody who has shared this, listened to it, and gave us a chance, whether it was for a minute or the whole episode. We greatly appreciate it.
Even then, here's a slightly shorter one just for you.
Right. We didn't have 3 movies to talk about this time.
Yeah.
We will go back to 3 movies next week, and they may or may not be foreign zombie films. So.
Yakuza.
Yeah, and just wait till you watch Versus. It's a movie I've seen a million times, and I cannot wait for you guys to watch it and get your reactions.
No, I can't wait, because like the Yakuza lore, I've always kind of been obsessed with, as well as most things in Japan, obviously.
Right. 2 weebs talking about fucking Japan. But again, I want to say thank you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Or will we?
Yes, we will.